Yo, in this video, I'm breaking down exactly how I blend a fade into curly hair with no bulk lines and no guessing, just a clean transition. I cut 70 plus heads a week, and I think I've seen every single hair texture that you could even think of. And this system that I'm about to show you works every single time. I'll walk you through the exact guards that I use and how I control the bulk on curly cuts, and even how I detail the blend so that it really pops at the end. So you can see my fingers are tight to the side of his head, right at his parietal ridge. And I'm using the fine teeth of my comb and I'm just cutting that line right there. That's gonna be my weight line. That is gonna be how I'm able to connect my curls into my fade. And you're gonna see after you do this, how easy it is to blend into the curls with your clippers. Cause that is really just the start of it. Now you can see I still have my weight line right there, but since I placed it on the side of his head, I can take my number 3 guard and just literally go straight up the side of his head. And you can see that I'm still gonna keep that weight, but I'm gonna give a really good foundation for my fade. That's just removing the bulk. Now, this is my 1.5 guard with the clipper all the way open. The reason why I start with it all the way open is because it acts almost like a 2 guard. Remember that when your clipper is open, it's gonna cut a little bit longer. So now I'm gonna do something called guard stacking. Guard stacking is where you put one guard right underneath the other. So you can see that I'm using the 1.5 open very close to where I did my 3. Now, what's super important is that you're not digging into that bulk. You can see that I'm flicking up, but what I'm not doing is just digging into the bulk and I'm not cutting it away. So now that I've done that, I can use my trimmer. Now I'm purposely using my soft trimmer. In these videos, you're gonna see me sometimes use a trimmer that doesn't have the metal cap and some that has the metal cap. This one has the metal cap and this is my softer trimmer. The reason why this trimmer doesn't cut so sharp, so it leaves a softer line, but still gets it close enough for my next step, which is my shaver. Now with my shaver, you guys might struggle with, okay, how can I go ahead and not have a shaver line? That's just because you're using too much pressure. You're using way too much pressure at that line. So use less pressure and you'll notice when you get closer to the line can be so much easier to blend out. Now we can move on to my clipper no guard all the way open and just create an inch big panel. As soon as you have that panel, you can go ahead and move on to blending it out. I'm gonna start with the clipper all the way closed, and I'm just gonna slowly close my clipper. I'm gonna slowly open up my clipper bit by bit, and I'm just moving up in the fade little bit by little bit. And you could see that I kind of left a bit of a guideline in the front of the fade, right where that C cup is. That's because I'm purposely want to leave that area a little bit darker so that it pops. And now the next step is my half guard or my 0.5, and I start with it all the way open and I'm blending up. So that's right, guys. I'm only using 2 guards for this whole fade because I understand how to use my lever. I know that my lever open is gonna leave it a bit longer, and then I close the lever, it's gonna get shorter. Now, what I want you guys to notice is that I'm doing very short strokes with the clipper, and then I'm using a lot of my corner. When I'm blending, I use a lot of my corners, and then when I'm setting my guidelines, I use the full blade. That's usually where a lot of barbers are gonna struggle, is that they don't know when to use the corner of their clipper and when to use the full clipper. When I'm blending out my guidelines, especially with this step right here, I am purposely only really using the corners of my blade. Because after you do that half guard, you're gonna notice that the line isn't all the way gone. So what you wanna do is go back to your no guard clipper all the way open, and then just start to use your corners to start to dig at that line. And now we're just detailing. You see how fast that fade came together? Like, you guys, it's so important to find a fading system that works for you and a fading system that can give you results fast in the shop. Like, you want to be efficient, but guys, if you're still just starting out, try not to be overwhelmed and try not to be the fastest barber in the shop. Every barber that I've ever worked with, I tell them, like, the speed is going to come with time. What you really want to focus on is just giving a quality haircut. So if that means that you need to take a little bit longer to give a really, really good haircut and give really, really good customer service, then like, it's okay, do that. Trust me, your clients much rather you actually take a little bit more time and it be a way better haircut than you just rush them out the chair to, maybe take the next walk in. And you can see right now, I'm using all of my corners. And this is where you can really start to perfect your barber's eye. What I'm doing, you might even not even see what I'm cutting, but I can see what I'm cutting because I've worked on my barber's eye. All I'm trying to look at is, okay, where are the dark spots in my blend? Where are my harsh guidelines? And how can I start to bring that out? Now, this is a super important step. You just saw me step back a little bit. So I took a step back and I looked at my fade. The reason why that's important is because sometimes we are so close to our model, we're so close to our client, we can't see the dark spots. So I encourage you guys, take a second to just step back and look at your mirror, or take a step back and look at the fade, because that's going to help you see things that you might not see before. And now you can see this at the top of my trimmer. You saw how it didn't have a cap on it. That cap, since I don't have it on, that means that I have my sharper trimmers. So I want you guys to remember that for all of these videos. When you see no cap on the trimmer, that means that it's a harder hitting trimmer. The reason why is because I want a harder hitting trimmer, or like a sharper trimmer that's going to give me a sharper lineup. I want to use that for my lineups, and then my softer trimmer, I'm going to use it for my bald lines. But guys, like, I was really thinking about these haircut tutorials because I grew up, in terms of my barber journey, I grew up watching these haircut tutorials, and I'll always have that part in my heart for watching these tutorials, because these tutorials are something that really helps you get better and get so much more prepared. And I would just remember, I would like obsess over watching these haircut tutorials, and I would even go to sleep and the phone would like fall on my chest because I would go to sleep watching these haircut tutorials, because I just wanted to get better at cutting hair so bad, like just so bad. And I think it's so awesome that you guys are watching these tutorials. But the other day there was a barber in the shop, and he's one of our newer barbers, and he's still working on getting his guidelines out and stretching out his fade. And he wanted to start to ask me questions about opening up a barbershop, because I own a barbershop, and he wanted to ask me about those things. He wanted to ask me about, how many chairs should I put in the shop, or what would make one location better than another location. And it was crazy because just like 5 seconds ago, he was asking me about how he should stretch out this fade here, or what could he have done to get this line out. And I told him, I was like, bro, I love that you're asking these questions, because it shows that you're super ambitious and that you want more. But it's not that I don't want to help you. It's not that I don't want to answer your question, but I feel like answering your question might hurt you. And he was like, well, what do you mean by that? Well, just 5 minutes ago, you asked me about how to get a guideline out. And I just don't think that it makes sense that those two different thoughts of opening up a barbershop and getting a guideline out, I don't think it makes sense that those things are in the same sentence, because before you get to one thing, you really want to try to perfect or master another. You're trying to go from level 8 to level 9, but we're still on level 1. And I just don't want you to rush the process and get ahead of yourself, because if you really want to get there faster, you'll focus on your current level. You're focused on where you're really at. Just think about it like a video game. To get to level 2, you got to pass level 1 first. And this barber hadn't even passed level 1 and was already worried about level 2. And that's my encouragement to you guys today, is as you're watching these haircut tutorials and as you're studying, as you're getting into these different courses, whatever it is, just try to recognize the level that you're at. And instead of being so almost too ambitious that you just want to skip and get to that next level, just focus on the current level that you're at. Focus on where you currently are in your journey, and just see how can you really just cut off all the distractions and just go crazy. Just like be obsessive over where you're at. And guys, if you can do that, you will progress in your barber career so much faster than the person that's always trying to skip the steps and skip the process and jump all the way around. I know it might be a little bit frustrating to hear that, because I felt the same way. I felt like, man, I'm Superman. I could do whatever, whenever, however. But I promise you guys have to be willing to respect the journey. You have to be willing to really trust in the process. Like, everything's going to come in its due time. You know, sometimes we think that it's the opportunity that we don't have. Oh, I don't have the client, or I don't have the barbershop, or I don't have whatever it is. And it's like, it's not about the opportunity. The opportunities are all around life. You're always going to have an opportunity somewhere, but it's about how can you become the person for that opportunity? How can you be the person that's deserving of the clientele you want? How can you be the person that's deserving of the barbershop you want to have? How can you be the person that's deserving of, you know, the type of haircuts you want to give out? You want to focus on, how can I be the right person for this opportunity? Now, how do you do that? You do that by working on yourself and working on the level that you're at. Try to make your fades as perfect as you can. Trying to make your content as good as you can. Try to give the best customer service that you can. Save as much money as you can. Just focus on the level that you're at. Try to be the best that you can. Invest into yourself. Pour into yourself. And trust me, everything that you want, it will come to fruition. But it's going to take patience. It's going to take patience. And sometimes that's a hard pill to swallow. And that's also why sometimes some people will stay stuck, because they never trust the process and go through it. Guys, I love how this haircut came out. And guys, I didn't even cut the top, but you can see that the blend between the top and the sides looks flawless because of the block graduation that we did, setting in our line with our scissors first and then blending into it with the fade. You can see that I was able to blend so nicely into the curls by just having that transitional length. And you can see, guys, that fade is smooth. That fade is blurry. I took a lot of time to detail it, but you can see the shape of the haircut. And guys, I did this haircut in 30 minutes. Just 30 minutes, I did this haircut, and look at the blend that we have. Guys, trust me, I'm not the best barber in the world, but I know a couple things, and I'm so excited to share them with you on this channel. My goal with this channel is really be able to pour into the up and coming barbers in this industry, and not just teach you how to cut better hair, but how to be a better barber and how to build your clientele behind the chair, guys. And the beauty of this channel being small is that I can interact with you guys. I can respond, and I can read every single comment. So guys, if you really feel like this video was good, send it to another barber that you know, and I'll see you guys below in the comment section. Peace.